compliment all this Jaws merch.
Stop. Let's get to it. Slow down. Slowly.
Slowly.
All right, so we are here to talk about news, and Jaws is definitely going to come up in this. All right, so I'll post our slideshow here that we're talking about as we talk about it, and you can follow along. Let's just get right into it. Jaws is going on.
Jaws is going on.
Jaws 50th is going on. So much has changed right there at the little where we said. I mean, they've taken over a little seating area next to Chez Alcatraz.
But they've put something fucking awesome.
Very, very cool in here.
The
I
front
love this
of,
photo op.
Yeah, it's a really cool photo op of kind of just like the ride photo.
Mm-hmm.
But they have a physical front of a ride vehicle boat.
So you can play
you
like
can
you're
stand in
you're
front
playing
of
like
while
the-
Jaws bites at you.
You're playing like a Universal team member actor.
Right.
Leading
It's really
the boat.
cool.
I love it. And then they have the vandalized Amity Island billboard.
Now I want those little paint-happy bastards caught and hung up by their Buster Brownies.
Classic.
That's it.
In front of the
Fire.
candy store. Where doesn't that block the entrance to the
No,
candy store?
Well, the side entrance is behind it,
Oh,
but
yeah,
the front
right.
entrance of the San Francisco candy
That's
store.
the only
right
place
there.
I've entered it from. Was last time we were there.
And spoiler alert, they've turned that candy store into like a Jaws store for the summer.
Really?
We'll get to that here in a second.
Ooh.
And then look at this. This is inside the boat. So if you're standing there doing your picture, they've actually put a page from the script
Oh, wow.
and the,
my God.
the map of the ride layout.
That is so
so
cool.
Isn't that
cute.
awesome? I mean, how cool of them.
So people can recreate actual lines from the ride. That's
yeah,
so
and if you look,
cool.
this was like a binder. It says to turn this back in at the end of your shift. And it has like marked on it like, here's where you say this
Yeah,
or here's where you do
100%.
this.
That's really cool.
So this page says, "That's him. We gotta go." Oh no, it won't drop into gear.
So that's
Oh,
this is
no,
in
it
the,
won't drop into
in
gear.
the boathouse?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, man. This isn't funny. Come on. Those are the lines.
Pretty
That's
great.
funny.
I love it.
Hopefully they let them improv because those are like
Oh,
really
definitely
basic.
did.
I'm sure they
Good.
don't look at those lines.
Really cool that they have those details. I love that like Jaws script picture. It's really cool.
I do too. They should sell like this
Yeah.
as a binder. I would 100% buy this. A recreation of the Jaws script.
I have something off topic I want to ask you right now.
Sure.
We need you to print a poster of the first Pee-wee show poster because like the first time they ever put on the show like in the Second City ripoff thing.
Yeah, like back
it was
in
like
the-
by like a punk artist and it looks so freaking cool.
I want to see that. I
Look
still
it
haven't
up.
watched that. I will. Not right now.
Okay.
I do want to. Yeah.
But yeah, you need
I'll
to print
find
that for
and do
our
that.
apartment because it's really cool.
Don't they probably have those? Like
I mean,
somebody you
probably.
can probably buy one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look.
Etsy?
They always have weird sizes though. Anyway.
Is that an Etsy kind of thing?
Yeah. Definitely.
All right, let's see what's going on around Amity. Oh, so this is in the store now.
Wow, it's like a tribute store.
So that's my question. Are they going to have a summer tribute store?
Or is this it?
I think I heard the Tim Tracker say no.
I don't think they will.
They aren't.
But you know why I don't think they won't? Is because remember when we were there, they had the discount store in the Brown Derby.
Hat, yes.
Yeah,
They moved that
to the Williams of Hollywood.
right to the
And there's
the
like a lot
tribute
more
store
stuff in
location. I don't think they're going to have one. I feel like they've invested their time in this for the summer, which that's fine.
I'm okay with that.
Cool display, Jaws 50. All right, here's some merch to look at.
Okay.
You got those
Ooh, it's
really
a
cool
tumbler that
tumblers.
says 1975.
The year Jaws came out.
I love
It's
the
on top of
bottle
barrels.
bag.
The cute. Oh, the
The
bottle,
bottle bag is
is
neat.
really cool.
It's like a ship in a bottle
Ship in a
getting
bottle.
bit by Jaws.
I like how the
That's
handle is just like a rope.
pretty neat. Yep, I dig that. Cool
The
bucket
Jaws
hat.
plush is cool. That the whole set thing behind the merch
Really
is
decorative,
really,
isn't
yeah,
it? Yeah.
It really is like a.
It's like a little tribute store.
Yeah, it really is.
Cool tanks.
I am a
70s
big fan
vibe.
of this yellow sleeveless shirt.
Yeah, the tank top.
It's really cool. Tank top, yes. I like the tank top.
I like this blue
I like that
Jaws
blue
shirt.
shirt.
I love it.
There's
Yeah.
been a long time since they've had a good Jaws shirt, and I think this is a
I
valid.
like
What
that
is that? Like
cooler.
Brian, I
cooler?
can-
That's
Yeah.
a cooler. Isn't that cute?
That's really cool.
I can see this classic Jaws shirt on
Yeah,
you, Brian.
I think that's
Yeah, I
it's
really
made
like
for
it.
you.
I do like it.
It's the one with the big teeth, the teeth view,
and it has like a silhouette of like a
his
scene.
nose up.
Yep.
Yes.
Where that? Oh, you know what that is in the middle?
Blanket.
That's a blanket. I think we might need it.
I don't
I
love
think
the
it's
colors
ugly.
of
It
this
look, yeah,
blanket.
the yellow might not be.
But
cool.
on the other side is like blue with like Jaws icons, like different things from the movie all in it.
I'll have to see
I
it.
Like,
don't
looks like
know.
the wallet.
Yellow, blue, and red
Oh, okay.
blanket.
Yeah, you see
is
the
not
wallet there?
mine.
Yeah.
The backside of the blanket looks like that.
What kind of material is the blanket? Like soft?
Yeah, like all the
Yeah,
other
just like our
universal
blankets.
we have.
The other universal blankets.
Oh
we
wait,
have
is
are
this fleece? That looks like
crochet.
fleece.
Yeah, it'll be like
The Earl the
it'll be like
Squirrel
the
one
Earl the
isn't.
Squirrel blanket.
Oh, the
Ew.
Christmas one.
I don't
Yeah.
like those blankets.
Okay. I like it.
Lanyard.
Well, Dan, there's a hat for
sun
you.
Hat. I don't like sun hats with big logos on them.
Anymore.
Look, they have a collector
I
spoon.
never liked them with
Okay.
big
Why do they have a
logos.
collector spoon? That's such an old school thing.
That's cool because
I
it's like
love it.
sailory, maybe.
I think it's just because it's
Because
a
people
retro.
liked them back in the 70s.
Yeah, it is just retro. It's cool.
You know who has an extensive spoon collection?
Who?
Charlotte Henning.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
I think
that.
her
Did
mom
she
gave it to her or
collect them
something?
herself, or did she inherit the spoons?
I think she inherited and maybe also did some herself. I'll have to ask her next time.
Are there any
we're
cool ones, or are they all like just like Titanic-y, like fancy?
Titanic. That would be cool.
I mean, yeah, but
I think
mean,
they're
like, is there
maybe more
Jaws
like
ones or
this.
Star Wars ones?
I don't know.
Anyway,
Are you seeing anything you like, Zine?
I love the blue shirt, and I know I love some of the keychains on there, but I can't really see them.
One of our friends said they were happy to go get us some merch next week, so we need to put
Do
together.
they get a discount?
They do.
Yes.
They were quick to remind me. It's like, don't forget, we get a 35% discount. I'm like, woof.
Oh, yeah.
Loading up that shopping cart. Pretty good stuff.
35%. We went backwards.
I know. I'm just looking at it again to see what I might want.
So I like the hat, too. That yellow hat is kind
You
of
know
nice.
what? There's actually another hat that I want. I don't see a picture of it here.
The blue one?
Yeah, the blue one. It's a blue hat, a very old school looking hat with like the mesh back, and it
Oh, I
has
hate
jaws.
those.
But then the little tiny bead between the brim and the top
Oh, I hate that, too.
is the red and white rope like you see.
Oh,
on
I
the-
hate
Oh,
that.
that's cool.
I've not seen that hat, but I can tell you I hate
I
it.
love the like yacht hats. Like
That's
that.
kind of what it's like. I'm going to get one. Don't worry. And then this. I definitely want one of
Yes.
Oh,
these.
damn. This is a real
100%.
cup.
Yeah, it's a Coke Freestyle Jaws 50th anniversary.
And it's a
With the
good
crappy
one.
lid. No, it's
Crappy
not the
lid,
good
yeah,
one.
it's a
But
Oh.
that's
crappy
the way
lid.
it is now. You got to have the crappy lid.
It's not the way it is because they've done some with the good lid,
But
so I
this
don't know
would
why they
it would be
pick and
easy for us to
choose.
put one of our nice red lids on this, and it would look
I
perfect.
don't know because
They
it's
fit?
screw on.
No, these are screw-on lids.
Oh,
the others
shit, you're
pop
right.
on.
We
Yeah.
need to start 3D printing lids.
Universal, your old
I-
lid
Better
was
screw-on lids.
the
Or-
They
best.
or
suck
just
with the
handles or
cups.
something.
Yeah.
It is sad. Like they're picking and choosing which lids to put on which cups.
Why
You're
can't
right.
we 3D print handles that go around it? That
Why
go
does the handle
under it?
help?
I think that's the main thing, right? The
Mm-mm.
I don't
straw
like- I
because we
don't-
can put
No,
straws in it.
The problem is that screw-on cap comes off. Like it does not screw on well,
Also, the top can break off.
which we've had that happen, and the little handle thing breaks off all the time.
And also, there's just this
The handle's my
sheer
main issue.
superiority of the snap-on lid is it beats all.
Right. You don't have to screw it on. You have
It's
to
so
get it lined up.
perfect.
You just pop.
Like, you know
pop.
how, like, back in the day, there were, like, all these problems with, like, Starbucks lids that didn't go on or McDonald's lids
Yeah.
and people get
Sure.
spilled on. This is the opposite of that. The snap-on lid, you push on it with one hand,
It's just on.
and it goes click, and it's on.
No question.
There's no question.
Maybe the heat of Florida was like melting them or something. And
No
they
way.
wouldn't
But they
snap
still
on.
make them with certain cups.
Yeah, we had them on. What was that cup we saw it on last time? we
probably
were
like
in
their
there?
Mardi
Well,
Gras one.
You
I feel
bought
like
one
Mardi
last
Gras.
summer or
Might be
fall.
the Mardi Gras cup. I don't know.
Anyway, it's sad that they looked at the Jaws 50th anniversary one and they were like, "Yep, it deserves
Crappy
the
cup.
crappy lid."
Crappy lid. Cool design
Temporary.
though. I mean, that is a definite solid design.
It's a great
Yeah,
cup.
it's like basic, but it's what I would want.
Just like
It's
the
cool
Jaws
because
poster.
it's a
Yeah, it just
play.
looks
It
like
does
a
a play
I
on
wish we could see
liquid
the backside.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
because
Maybe
there's
it's the same and it's just a red
Oh yeah, it's
line.
gonna be clear in the back and like he's in the water. That's cool.
and the cup has drinks in it.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I see red on the back. See that line of red down the side here?
Yeah.
It's like
Is that all on the back? Or
I
is
don't
that
know.
just
I
like a
haven't seen the
sporty
back of it.
80s stripe?
Yeah, I thought it was
I think
just
it's
like
a
a
stripe.
KFC kind of stripe.
Maybe you're right. All right. That was the Jaws merch. All right.
Exciting.
Is there food?
There's Jaws food
No
all
way.
around in that same area.
I did
They
not
have-
know that.
They have two special little booths. First, we have Captain
Oh
Quint's
my
Boardwalk.
God, these are so cute.
So we have a bucket of bait for $14.99, crispy pieces of clams, shrimp, and oysters
Oh my gosh.
sitting on a bed of fries with lemon and sriracha
That
ketchup.
is so good.
That looks really good.
When
Sounds
are we
really good.
going?
I know, it makes me want to go
Perfect
too.
greasy
What week?
fare.
And then we have the lobster taiyaki, which is a savory taiyaki filled with lobster salad.
Is
And
that
looks
with the
pretty good.
shark thing?
Yeah, that's a shark thing. So
That's
it's like
cute. It
deep
has like a
fried
shark, like
bread.
What's a
deep-fried
taiyaki?
thing.
they're normally savory, and sometimes they're sweet too.
Is that what the shark is?
Yeah, so it's normally like a deep fried bread cone thing stuffed with something.
Huh.
They're always fish shaped when they make
Really?
them. Yeah,
Oh,
always.
yeah,
That's
I've seen
weird.
that.
Okay.
Always fish shaped. Then they cut it open and they just stuff down into it. So the fact that it's a Jaws one is really cute.
It doesn't look filled.
The lobster
It's
salad
not. It's
looks
just kind of
delicious.
coming out of its mouth.
Cute.
It's pretty cute though. And then we also in that same little area. So this is right there.
This is Boardwalk Snacks.
This is right like where the
By Chez Alcatraz.
yeah, past Chez Alcatraz right before you get to Lombard.
This is where the Germany booth was in
exactly.
Mardi Gras.
Good callback.
Oh, there's a hot dog.
at the Boardwalk Grill, which I'm pretty sure was the name of one of the booths that I got a Nathan hot dogs at back when Amity was still there.
No, the Midway Grill.
Oh, it was Midway Grill is what they called
That's what it says, and that I think that's
Boardwalk.
also
You're
what it
right.
was maybe called
You're
because
probably
it was the Midway in Amity where there were just like games
and they always
stuff.
had Nathan hot dogs there.
The Tim Tracker got this hot dog, and let me tell you, he was right. It was just a regular hot dog.
Yeah, it's just a regular
and
hot
it's
dog.
$10.
I thought the same thing.
And I can't believe it.
It looks like a quality bread bun.
It is.
Trust me, it's a hot dog.
It
Period.
is. It's a Nathan's hot dog.
It looks. I know, but can you believe? Like
I
he
am
was
I'm
mentioning how like
the
this is how
pricing
they
too
get
much.
away with certain things, like
Right.
$10 for the most basic hot dog ever.
It
is
really
crazy.
doesn't make sense. Like, didn't we talk about how the rolled pulse was under that price?
I was about to say, I bet it was like $8.
Yeah, I really think it might have been, and that was quality ingredients, unique all
This
the way
funnel
around.
cake though looks yum.
Yes, it looks really cute.
You
too.
can't have any
It's
10.
just a
It's
funnel
gummy.
cake.
And it's a
It
funnel cake for
imitates blood.
$7.99. That's cool. Yeah,
It's small as frick though.
that's
It's
all you
not like a
need.
normal
gummy
honestly,
shark
I know,
in the
but
middle.
yeah,
When's
but
the last time you finished a funnel cake?
I'm just saying people are gonna be like $8.99 for a funnel cake. Is
$7.99.
or $7.99. Yeah. Anyway,
This funnel cake looks rather small. It looks like about the size
it's
of
like
a
a hand.
hamburger.
I like it. Strawberry topping. That's
it
pretty
has
cool.
a little gummy shark on it. It's cute.
Yeah.
I dig it.
I do
I love
not
the
dig
gummy
gummy
sharks.
things. Why do they put gummy things on other things?
Dude,
Because it's
Hold
like
on.
you
I
can
would
just
take that
eat it.
off
It's like the
immediately.
cherry on top. You don't eat it with
But
the thing. You
it's
eat it.
chewy.
like,
You
it's
can't
like
even bite through a
appetizer.
gummy.
So off topic, but on topic of gummies, I have to ask the family because I haven't asked yet. Which one of you kids bought the troll gummy popsicle things?
Me,
Tan.
they're so disgusting.
So you didn't know what they
kids?
were when you bought them?
No,
either?
I did. I wanted to try because
Oh
I saw
my
it on
God.
TikTok.
Oh, it's so
Yeah, they're
bad.
really, really
I told Mom I
gross.
got
It's
so
like
Why
excited.
really bad?
I
It's
thought
like
it was gonna be like a
Jell-O.
popsicle that tastes like a troll gummy.
But it's
sour.
jelly.
You didn't know
Zine,
that, Zine?
I pulled
It's
it out
floppy,
and it's
Zine.
like
It's
like a-
wobbling. Like
yeah,
blah,
it's
blah,
not
blah,
actually.
blah, blah.
It's not
You
actually
gotta
like
have one.
ice or
It's
anything.
Like, it's like
just
frozen Jello milk. Something.
No thanks.
It is
Yeah,
so
it's
bad.
really
I thought it was a
I did
trolley
too.
flavored popsicle.
No, it's
I
supposed
thought
to
it
be
sounded
like a
delicious.
gummy worm.
Me too. I
It's
was so
supposed to be
excited.
like a gummy worm.
That's like if you bought
But-
the Jolly Rancher popsicles and it was just a big rock of hard candy on it. That's insane.
How do I eat this?
Frozen hard candy on a
Dude,
stick.
Yeah, it was really
They're really
gross.
bad. When I opened
the
it up,
flavor's good though. Like if it was a normal, if it was a
no.
normal popsicle that tasted like trolley gummies, that'd be busted.
Imagine my surprise when I pulled my popsicle out and it
It was
just did this like
floppy.
limp little
Flopped.
floppy thing. I'm like, what is happening?
doesn't
yeah,
happen.
but it's so interesting though.
Oh no. Anyway,
It's
all
like
right.
they just put a bunch of like xanthan gum in like.
yes,
Uh,
that's exactly. It is
It's
artificial
a snack
wobbling.
of the future for sure.
yeah, it's weird.
All right, moving on from Jaws. What else do we have to talk about in the news world? We have Fallout.
Oh my god.
Have you guys all seen this?
God,
Yes.
I
Let's
have.
watch.
No, actually, I have not seen it.
Fallout is coming to HHN officially.
I can't believe it. It was one of those things that, we said that if it comes out, we got to go. I wasn't really letting myself believe that it was actually going to come because it's just too exciting in my book. So let's watch this little video they released. Definitely like a courtyard.
This reminds me a lot of The
Vault
Last
Tech.
of
So
Us from
cool.
last year.
Like there's a power or a Pit Boy up there
Vault Tech
showing
calendar.
you some.
The
I know
lighting is
that-
changing.
I know it's gonna start in Vault Tech, and you're gonna like exit the
Leave
vault
into the
yeah.
wastelands.
Have to walk out of
So
the vault.
Cool.
And there'll be some rad roaches on the floor.
That's all.
That clip
Very
they
short.
showed at the end
That
of just
was
a
a
lady
crappy
screaming was
clip.
really
We're going to
weird.
HHN, right?
We have
We
to.
are now. We definitely are.
No.
We definitely have
No, we
to.
definitely are.
We don't have to go.
Listen,
no,
I was
I'm not
thinking
missing
about
this.
it.
Not a chance.
If
I'm
there are a
surprised you would
few
rather miss
things-
Jaws than this.
There are a few
It's too hot.
things that are like we all love and like
Yeah.
it's so crazy if Universal like had HHN houses of them and
like
Fallout
Ghostbusters last
is
year.
one of them. Yeah, even more than Ghostbusters. Like if it was like a Ghostbusters like OG Ghostbusters house, that would be that.
I think what I
but
realized
Fallout
with,
is like legendary. We got to
Ghostbusters
see
was
it.
cool.
what
it
I've
was
realized with
cool.
Horror Nights is like they're always going to throw something in that makes everyone have to go.
Maybe, and
But-
that's definitely what they
But
tried.
this is like
But this
really
reminds me
specific
of-
Cooper family though.
But it
is.
reminds me of The Last of Us.
I don't care. I was going to
And
say.
the video,
Here's why
what
it's
we
different.
watched ahead of time was awesome, and we get there and we're like,
I'll tell you
oh.
why I think it's different. I think
Because Last of Us is based in reality and Fallout is based like
I think-
2,000 years in the future.
I think the Last
it's
of
gonna
Us.
be cool.
I think the Last of Us world is small enough that it was easy for you to pick things that you had to see. Like for me, for Last of Us, like I thought surely we'll see the hotel. Like that felt like something you would have to put in a house. I think with Fallout, the world is so big. They could throw a
Yeah,
dart.
once
at
you get
12
out of
things,
the
and any
vault,
those
it could
will
be
make me
anything.
excited.
Like maybe we're in New Vegas, maybe we're in DC.
Maybe
like
we're
it
in
could
a
be,
bar. Maybe we're
what
in
if
a
it's a new town?
tunnel.
What
Yeah,
if it's
maybe
a
we're
new
down our
Well,
street.
what kind
right.
what kind of creatures do you think we have to see?
Death Claw will be
feral
in it.
ghoul.
Feral ghouls will
Death
definitely
claws
be.
are too big though.
That'll be like the
It's
big
gonna
thing.
be a
claw or
person.
something.
No, they'll
No,
have like a
it'll be
big
a person.
bloater death claw thing. Yeah,
It
definitely.
might be 8 feet tall if we're lucky. Otherwise, it's going to be a person dressed like a death claw. I mean, it'll be cool, but it's not going to be
I'm
like death
getting
claw
it because
size.
of the not the scares or the people, but the
Just the
sets.
design. Like
Yeah.
seeing
Like I could walk through that multiple times just
Yes,
to like
I have a
take it
feeling
in.
we'll
Like
want
we
to.
have to.
a physical Nuka-Cola bottle setting out with some Nuka-Cola caps laying around it and a
Last
stim
of
pack.
Us I love, but Fallout is one of my favorite games of all time.
Yeah.
So it's like that is way more.
It
like
has
I
the
have to go.
visuals.
Save your money, kids. We'll have to do an RIP tour.
I've been
That would
wondering
be
about
so
I'm
that.
not doing it
fun.
normal.
We did it normal last year. It was great.
Normal was good last year.
with the
2 nights.
no, we're
Hot,
definitely just doing one
exhausting.
night. One
I thought
night
we did 2
with
last
Express.
time.
Last year we did 2, but this year we could do one night with Express and just call it
yeah,
good
100%.
and run Fallout
And
4
we
times.
we could be like, we don't have to see everyone. No, some of you aren't going to be that great.
Yeah, honestly, like,
I know
Because
someone.
now we
30% of the
know-
houses at least, you're not going to.
but we're gonna have to go
see.
like kind of later. Like last year, didn't we go like right when it opened?
No, last year we went to the last
Oh,
week
the
possible.
year before you guys went right when it opened.
We have to
okay.
decide. We have multiple people that want us to go at different times in October, so we've got to kind of play that out.
I just want to go when
we have to go at a specific time in October that the kids have off of school.
That's a good
True.
point.
Yeah,
And-
I think it's about when our schedules line up, not
Yeah.
whoever's reaching out.
But
Yeah.
also,
Love y'all.
but also, I think it's important that we get feedback from people and our
Ahead of
friends
time.
to know
well,
what's
we can
not
skip
what's
if we
worth
want to.
it.
Right.
Because I agree with Mom. Like, I don't want to wait in line for like what was one of the bad
The candy,
ones last year.
well, the candy house.
candy one was
pretty
awesome.
fun.
I love that one.
That's
That
the
was so
that's
good.
the one I was in my
But, like,
head.
Chucky,
we
the
could just
first
say
year?
all like the Universal ones that aren't like cool or
Yeah,
not.
we'll definitely-
But like
you're-
the candy one.
But if
was
we have
awesome.
You're
Express,
right,
we'll do them
Tane.
all
We'll
once.
definitely know by then what is not great.
Yeah.
Either we'll do Express in one night, or we'll do an RIP, depending on how it
We're
all
not going to do
lines
an
up.
RIP. I
I
was
don't
just
think we
joking
probably
about
Honestly,
that. It costs like $6,000.
Hennings
we just
might
need
go
to talk
with us.
about this when
Do
all
you
of
have
the
Five
things
Nights at
come
Freddy's
out.
stuff on here?
I wanted to bring that up. It's not on here.
I know it's not a house, but I realized if it's an experience or
Yes.
something, they have enough room to like recreate Freddy Fazbear's Pizza.
So I read today from Universal, they posted something that said that this will be like you went to
The actual
the
game.
actual restaurant.
then I literally just solved the whole thing.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a place
I
you
think
can
they're
actually get
gonna
pizza
open
and
up
get
like
attacked.
imagine they open up something like Fear Factor, which is just an empty area.
It won't be that, 'cause
Or-
that's
I know,
where-
but like somewhere down there
Where
that's
could
empty.
they do it?
We can think of that
Let's
later.
think about that.
Cafe La Bamba.
They're just
I
gonna
mean,
redecorate
maybe not
Louis.
that, but anyway, it can
Louis.
easily be done. Like
Yeah.
just all you need is a stage with the animatronics
So wait, there's
on
rumors
it
that Five
dancing.
Nights at Freddy's will be
And
there.
then
It
this
is
year?
100%
pizza.
there. They've announced it.
Then we gotta go. Like Five Nights at Freddy's is legendary.
Yeah, no, Fallout alone, I didn't even know about that yet. And then I heard, but when I first heard about
I'd like to
FNAF, I was
see-
like, we have to go.
I'd like to see The Shining house.
Well, if
That's
it
what I
comes up,
want.
hopefully
Didn't they
it
do that
sways
one
you.
year?
I don't know.
I feel like that was one in the past.
Maybe.
I wouldn't know.
That does.
Not an
no, I think they
expert.
did.
That movie's good.
The Shining?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one of the
Oh,
best.
yes, good.
I just
So artsy.
They did do it in Orlando.
did you
Yep.
find it?
Yep.
I thought so. Well, I can't find what they said exactly, but anyway, it was basically that it was going to be as if you actually got to visit a Five Nights at Freddy, whatever that experience might be.
Hopefully, it's like really like accurate to the game because I know that place inside and out.
The Hennings are as crazy about Fallout as we are.
2017.
So I'm sure Dave Henning is saying that he's.
I
gotta
don't
go
think
right
Charlotte
now.
ever wants to go to Horror
Horror
Nights again.
I think she does. I think she will. Especially if we do an RIP tour.
Well, I really want to see Fallout.
I
I
can't
think it'd
wait.
be so worth it.
Yeah, I mean, maybe if we do it the bougie way.
Right. All right. Let's see
Okay,
what
what's
else.
next?
All right, so we got some merch here. This is interesting.
What is that?
I love this.
I think this is really
What is
cool.
it?
It's a stained glass that you buy. That's on the left, right? Which is
Yes.
fitting to that theme that started that preview just a
And
second
you're
ago.
going to fill in the different things
Right,
that
and when they
as
announce a house, you can
them.
buy the window and fill it in.
It's really cool.
So you
That's
see
really
it there
cool.
on the
I like
right.
it.
I don't like it.
I think it's neat.
I don't like.
I
hope
remember
that the
you telling me
prices,
about
like,
this now, and it's just like what they're trying to recreate the like Chronos thing they did, and it's not cute.
It's like
I
an
think it's
advent
cute.
calendar.
Right. A Horror Nights advent calendar.
Yeah.
I
That's
hope the
exactly
prices
Michelle
are,
needs
like,
one of these.
reasonable.
That's what I wanted to. Like, I would pay $15 for the base.
And like $5 for each.
That's what.
How much are
5
they?
or less? I don't know. I should have looked that
You
up.
know
and
the
didn't.
base is 30 and each thing is 10.
Yeah,
We
probably.
we could have easily looked that up.
What's the
Yeah,
name of-
Zine's accurate.
What's
I don't
the name
even
of
need.
Michelle's
we don't even need to.
HHN podcast?
Rush of Fear.
Yes, Michelle from the Rush of Fear needs that. Somebody buy that for
yes.
her.
We
You're right.
need that. Like we should replace this.
No, that thing's awesome.
It is awesome.
Let's see how much.
And
this
Brian
thing
put a
costs.
lighting package on it. That's for you, Hannah.
25.
25.
I was
Zine
so
was right.
close. I
You
said
were close.
30 and
Zine
10.
was
You're
accurate.
right. The 25 for
That's
the
not worth
stand.
So
it.
it's 25
6 for the
plus
windows.
40.
Think about that. That's
There are 5 windows. 8 times 4. I mean 8 times 5.
Bad math.
8
There's
times
4
5 is
windows.
40,
That is right,
so it's
40.
40
Wait,
plus
there is
25.
five
It's going to cost you $65 to
$65.
finish
that's
it.
some bull.
And a
That's
lot
too
of
much.
time
not
and
worth
effort.
it.
That's too
Like
much.
that's the quality of this. How much was this?
Well, we bought that on clearance for like $8.
Well, okay, but
Or less.
it wasn't
He's pointing
$65.
to the Horror Nights standee acrylic.
Yeah, it's
thing
like the
last year.
same. Like
That Brian put a
it's
lighting
like what
package
they
on.
That
made.
one is epic. I
This
hate
one?
when they just look like
Yeah,
random.
that one's really
Yeah,
cool.
the one we have is awesome. It's
That's
like
from
all
the
punk
thing.
style.
I really like
Like,
that.
what is that?
that
bat
theme
at
was
the
I
so
love
top?
that
cool.
punk Halloween
All
Horror
right, so
Nights.
I'm rephrasing what I think about this. I will buy this on clearance at the end of the year.
Yes,
when it's all
when all of the
35
windows
or
are done.
50% off.
Yeah, when the point is defeated.
So
That last
wait,
week
there's
ago. No,
5
this week hold off.
IPs that are going to be in it.
Great point, Dan.
And one of them
And one of
is
them's in the
very
middle.
big. Yeah, 'cause it's
In the middle.
Have you guys
very
looked at the
big.
spec map?
No.
Oh,
No.
let's just go ahead.
It's turned into an HHN app.
Yup.
Doesn't
Oh
take
boy.
much. Who would have thought?
I love HHN.
It does hit different.
That's Hollywood. Hollywood. Why do I
Hollywood.
feel this way?
I don't know that song, Brian.
Yeah, you do. Say goodbye. Say goodbye to Hollywood. Eminem.
Oh, yeah.
Say goodbye,
Say goodbye to Hollywood.
Hollywood.
Is that it?
Why do I feel- All right.
Why do I feel this
So
way?
I know someone who was recently hired for this first one we see on the left.
Boxing?
It's might be, maybe, could be, not confirmed, a WWE.
That would be
Themed house.
so cool.
And No,
they,
it
they are a
wouldn't.
scare
Yes, it
actor in there. I think
would.
it could be interesting.
Literally
be
don't even
cool. Like, that- the
that's the one
vibes
I'm
of that-
skipping.
The vibes of that would be cool.
No, it wouldn't.
Yes, it would.
The next one up, I have no idea what that is. What does that
What-
look like
zoom
to you
in.
guys?
That is
Art.
It's
like
art
Yeah,
it's like an
and
art-
columns.
like some Greek art and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Wait, that's at the concert. I don't give a shit, frankly.
No, that doesn't mean
That
it's
doesn't
there.
mean
That's just where the
anything.
line for it is.
Oh, okay.
That's like where Exorcist was.
What could that be?
I think this is
That could be
Five Nights.
FNAF.
Yeah, I think this is Five Nights
Definitely,
here,
without
with
a
a
doubt.
camera.
But where?
But I thought you
what is
said
th-
it's
if
FNAF
it's not
isn't
a
a house.
Yeah, if it's not a house, what are they doing?
I think it's
at-
going to be a house that has like pizza in it or something. I don't know what
But
they're
what
doing.
are they doing at Jimmy Fallon?
That's just where the line starts. It would be back there where Exorcist was at. Oh, you guys didn't go that year.
Yes, we did. I
Yeah,
went
you
both
did.
years.
All right, what's this one with? This is probably
a
some
tree
IP we should
and,
know.
and scythes.
and a tree and wings.
That seems like a non-IP.
No, I don't know. You know, I think there will be a Silent Hill house. That's a video game that has a movie that's coming out.
Well, it's not going to be
It's
this
owned by
year
Universal. Why?
because they're not going to do 2 video game IPs in 1 year.
They could.
Stupid.
They
It's a
already
movie,
are.
that's what I'm
FNAF
saying.
and Fallout.
Oh, true. All right, what's this?
It's just bags, like
Bags.
trash bags-ish
No
kind
idea
of
what that
bags.
But see, it says movie.
Like, does the movie mean it's an IP?
Yeah, or it's related to a film of some sort.
Okay, so the tree one could
know.
be anything.
Yeah, this is an
Is
original.
there a movie
What the
about
hell is
bagging
the trash
leaves?
bags?
And then
That'd
a,
be scary.
a campfire. Who knows? That could be so many things.
Mm-hmm.
And then this looks like a.
This one's cool. It has snowflakes and
I like
also a
that.
scary-looking book.
This could be an original that is like in the snow.
This is an
with
original.
With like a what's it called?
Guarantee
in
you if this
the
is an original one, it's
Lovecraft
going to be
books?
lame.
The
If it
signal-
was Lovecraft books, there'd be some monsters
I know,
on
but
there,
what's
not
that-
just a book.
But what's that signal called? The symbol called in Lovecraft books? Oh, Elder
don't-
Sign.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, it looks like that. It could be a Lovecraft kind of thing. And we know what this one is,
Fallout. That's the-
Fallout.
which is going to be
So
back
wait-
in those shitty areas, like in the middle of nowhere, back in the.
Those are where the most
I love
It's going to
those
be on our
areas.
favorite
Usually.
one, probably.
Kinda.
No,
Where
it's
there's
the
movie
the
one.
No,
boardwalk
it's back
to get
where
back
the,
there.
The golem, the
I like
Trolls were
those
at.
lines.
You like those?
I do, because it makes me feel like the most like out of place.
backstage. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there are places back
Compared
there
to,
where they
like-
can build an
Even
an
compared to
outside
behind
part
Rip Ride
of the
Rocket.
house. You know,
It's
so
like-
as you're approaching, you see stuff.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I like that. And like Zine said, the Rip Ride Rocket one is kind of more brain rot than the
I don't
being
like
outside.
brain
They have a
rot.
TV icon for that. That's interesting.
Because it's a show, duh.
Yeah. And then we have this like
Some
pirate
kind of
chains kind of thing.
I'm confused why
Toy
they don't
Factory?
say like what they are. What is this spec map? Because obviously it's not Universal official, right?
It's rumors, right?
So
But it's people that have a really good inside source.
why would they not like tell us like exactly
Because they
what
don't
it's
want to
supposed
expose
be?
it. Because that would I guess break the rules or whatever. Or maybe they've just given hints.
Well,
to get them
can you look at
close.
like the top comment and see what actually people
I don't
think
really want
things
to look.
are?
What is
We're
this?
not reading the
what is this toy
comments.
box thing though?
It looks like
I
a
don't
toy
know. A
factory.
A toy factory
vibe.
or something
Yeah.
like
I think
Zane
it's a
said.
closet or a garage, like a
toys
like
that
a retro
come
toys
alive.
kind of thing.
That'd be cool.
Anyway, that's it. Look,
What
Oh
else
wait,
do we
there's
have?
more to look at.
Brian, go back to your
yeah, that's old
presentation.
stuff. All right, enough Horror Nights. We could have done a whole episode on Horror Nights,
Yeah.
which I'm sure we will. All right, what's next? Fallout merch.
Yeah, so I can't believe they're already selling Fallout merch. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
It's
'Cause they know
it's
people
the
are
lead
gonna-
IP, just like Last
Except
of
it
Us
isn't
was
though,
the-
because it's not in the middle of that thing. Like there must be something bigger that
No,
they just
no, the
haven't.
middle will be just something kind of generic, I think.
You think so?
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever ties to the theme.
Oh yeah, it might be the right. That makes sense.
Do you think Walton Goggins gets any kickbacks from being on these shirts and whatnot?
Yes.
I would hope
Or
so.
is his likeness just sold to the show?
He might have got paid for his likeness up front. Probably. That's probably more likely. We'll give you an
I would
extra
think
blank
so.
for your
I don't-
likeness.
But that counts, I guess.
How cool would it be if they got him to come to Horror Nights this year because Fallout
That'd
was
be
there.
awesome. It wouldn't be the day that we would be
That'd
there.
be so cool.
Anyway, I
love him
really
so
like this
much.
shirt. I always love an off-white shirt.
You know, I typically don't like these shirts, but I do like this. Like, it seems thematically fitting, and I like the cream shirt with the yellow Fallout on it. The tumbler's all right.
I like the tumbler a lot for a tumbler.
I like the tumbler. The shirt is just kind of basic, but it's
yeah,
a
I don't
cool
love
design.
it. I'm not going to buy it, but I do
Yeah.
like it. I'm hoping there'll be more Fallout merch that I actually want to get. All right. So that's all that we have for Horror Nights and Fallout. This might be the last tidbit. I don't remember, but let's look. So Rip Ride Rocket walls are up for construction back here now,
Yep.
which is interesting. But
Are they? Is it closed?
It's not no August
Like 20
open till-
9th or something like that.
August.
Cool.
Yeah, later August.
It actually closes the day before it marks their 15th anniversary or something.
That's just
That's
sad.
crazy.
Yeah, I
Why didn't they
know.
let it go just one more
I
day
know.
to take that claim? But here's what's interesting about these walls. Read this.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody read it out
Engine
loud.
89 fire.
Historic Preservation Act, Save New York's Treasures, Restoration of the Historic Engine 89 Firehouse.
Okay, so look. They put up construction walls, and they literally put on it that we're restoring the firehouse.
That means
Yeah.
that Ghostbusters will
I really
come
think
back.
Ghostbusters is coming.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a Ghostbusters
I think it's gonna be a
ride.
Ghostbusters.
Because this
Right.
is obviously like a funny sign.
Yeah.
It's not
Deliberate.
real.
Yeah, it's like
It's made to look
It's
real,
for
but
the
they would never put
comedy
But
it
of
also,
up.
that
there's a
ride.
firehouse behind it. So,
Yeah, but they're restoring it.
yeah.
restoration
aren't
doesn't
just
mean
But it is the
something new.
Ghostbusters fire.
But-
house.
If anything,
Restoration means it's going back to what it was.
If anything, they aren't
Okay.
touching that at all yet. That actual little
Yeah, but
firehouse,
I
because
guess-
there's a roller coaster going through it.
I mean, I guess the thing is, are they going to restore? They're definitely going to make it Ghostbusters.
it's an Easter egg. It's just
The
saying
question
like
is, do you think the ride's going to be Ghostbusters, or are they just going to make another Ghostbusters front there to do like photo ops or something? You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Where does this go? Does that sign only right there in the back?
Yes. And this
It
is
could be then.
This is where we think the loading for the new ride is going to
Oh
be.
yeah, right. That
'Cause it's
was.
they're building
Yeah.
a 2-story building right here.
I
in
think
this
it makes
spot.
sense.
Then
too.
yeah, I think it will be
I really-
Ghostbusters. They
And
wouldn't do
Ghostbusters
all
roller
of this.
coaster.
They would
can't
not do all
believe
of this if it was just going to be a photo op.
I
think-
just don't see how it's such big enough of an IP for it to have a roller coaster.
I think because it's such a classic part of our
I get
pop
it.
culture.
And
I'm
roller
excited,
coasters
but
aren't the kind of thing that have to have a big IP. Like I don't think Jurassic World is that big of an IP. Like there's a bunch of other stuff that you could do that would just be like a popular thing, but it's a roller coaster, so a lot of people are just like, oh, it looks like a big scary roller coaster. I'm gonna ride it anyway. You know what I mean?
I completely agree. And look, they even have these 2 yellow signs with arrows on them, which reminds me of the trap door. It
Oh,
looks
yeah?
exactly like that.
Yeah.
And there's really no reason to put those 2 together unless you're trying to again evoke some Ghostbusters imagery.
That is
there.
true because there's an arrow going left to like Jimmy Fallon that's orange by itself, and then there's 2 yellow arrows going right.
They might just be making a Ghostbusters experience inside of that fire station.
Except for that's going to be the loading for the new
That-
ride.
Maybe
Based
it's
on the
not.
plans we've seen. I mean, it looks like it. I mean, I think it definitely is.
I think it will be. Because that YouTuber told
We're
me
gonna
it would
know
be.
soon.
I think so too.
I mean,
think
they announced stuff like
Yeah.
kind of soon.
Yeah, and we
I feel
also
like.
don't we also know it's not going to be a new roller coaster?
No, it
Or
is.
It
No, they're
is.
taking it
Okay.
down.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Thank God.
the more
I'm so
I think about it
tired
too,
of
like this new theme of like how Hiccups is and how Hagrid's is, this idea of roller coasters that can stop for a quick show scene,
It's pretty
Ghostbusters
fun.
would be perfect for
It's like
that.
a light,
I don't think
dark
it's going to
ride.
be that though.
You don't think it'll be that?
No, I
think it
think
will.
when there's like rides like this, even if they change, they still are like kind of the same thing. I feel like.
I think so too. I think they'll keep them similar to where it's at. But you know how like right now in Rip Ride Rocket, you go through those building fronts where like actually right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think there'll be some of those elements, but instead of just flying through it, you'll slow down, and there'll be like a
I
ghost
mean,
that pops out,
yeah.
and then you just
There are
launch
parts
again.
where you do slow down. That's
Yeah.
facts.
They just have a lot of potential here where they could build a quick slow down, see something scary, and then you launch out again.
I think it's gonna be more like Mummy vibes, where there's like big stuff that you'd see like falling
Okay,
down
sure.
a
That
thing
makes
or
sense,
something
too.
like that.
Yeah. But I mean, they
I don't
can
know.
do so much now with the audio in the cars. It'd be easy to make the cars look like an Ecto
Yeah,
One.
after
lighting package.
after Epic, who knows what they're
I
gonna
know
do?
they can do
I don't
anything.
even know like what their standards for Universal are anymore. So
I thought about that too. Like
we'll
what
see.
you know, Epic was. I mean, Rip Ride
This
Rocket.
could be the DreamWorks world of roller coasters.
Rip Ride
God.
Rocket was a big ride. You know,
Yeah.
for its time. I feel like they can't just go in with a generic roller coaster.
Yeah.
At this point. They
Yeah,
gotta
it's
have
gonna be
something.
It's gotta have
crazy.
something
Yeah, it's gotta make a
extra because
statement.
Rocket had something extra.
That's all we got.
All right,
That was the
that
end
was
of
a
our
really
news.
good episode of news.
There's a lot of news. Makes me want to go to Universal proper.
Yep.
Me too.
In the fall when it's cool.
Yeah,
yes,
I don't want to go. In
we
the
need to go
summer.
for Horror Nights and go to Epic one day.
Yep, agreed. That's the
Or
perfect trip.
2.
Epic, yeah, maybe Epic 2 days.
Tan, do you want that yellow tank top?
No,
Everybody's
You'd
gotta
be
start
cool
making
in it.
Everybody's gonna make.
I don't
start
I
like
also
the
need a
yellow retro
farewell
ones.
tour shirt for Rip Ride Rocket.
Okay, and get one.
What do those look like?
Oh, they're so cute. You've seen them, haven't you?
I think you did.
It says
show me.
Rip
I wanna
Ride
see.
Rocket.
I kind of
Rocked
hate.
it.
I kinda-
R.I.P. Rock.
The Rip Ride Rocked it.
They did it. Should have done.
I kind of
R.I.P.
hate
Rocket.
the front looks like the back
It
and the
might
back
say
looks
that.
like the front.
It should be R.I.P.
R.I.P. Ride rocked it. That's what it should say.
That's legendary.
I think it's-
I
Show 'em
I
the
want one
front.
too.
Because
If
that's
Zine
the.
will let me have.
Wait, no,
one.
show them.
That
Hold
is a
on.
cool shirt.
I keep forgetting if that's the front or the back.
I think
It's the back. It looks
No,
like.
I know. I go
no,
back
dude, it
to
looks
the,
like the back. That's the front.
scroll up. That's the
That's the
front.
front.
See, that's why I hate it, but I still need it.
Damn. I like it still.
It's just like, why
Yeah,
would that
the front
be
just says
front?
Farewell Tour
Yeah, that's so
2025.
basic.
That
It could
should
be
be the
anything.
back, and the
You're
That
right.
is
side should be the
strange
front.
that there's no Rip Ride Rocket
Oh,
on the
I hate
front.
when
You
people
know,
make
it-
such a small mistake like that.
You're right. It would make sense to
It
have Farewell
literally
Tour on the
ruins-
back as you walk
'Cause
away.
you're-
That's
yeah,
cute.
it's the end.
And it's just like
Such a simple idea,
It's like
Zine.
the
Or just put
orientation.
anything that's Rip Ride Rocket themed on the front. Like
Like the,
I don't care if the big design's on the
Oh.
back and the smaller design's on the front, but the Farewell Tour 25 could be anything.
It should have it should at least
The
have
farewell tour. I'll tell you what.
a
It should
roller
have a
coaster.
skyline.
The
on,
farewell
yeah.
tour could have fit below the graphic on the back, and then you could have slapped a little one of those tiny little logos in the front on your chest.
You know what would have
Yeah.
been nice on the chest?
Boom.
Well, on the chest, it should have said small Farewell Tour just on the chest with the big
Sure.
climb with the old banners on it.
It's just
above
like,
it.
who are these people? But
I
I
like
still need
Zine's
this
idea.
shirt because it's amazing.
Yep, me too. All right. This was fun, everyone.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll wear it backwards.
We're at the end of our season. Next episode wraps up our third
Wow.
Yeah,
season
this is
of the
the
show.
pre-finale.
The end of season 3.
This is
been a
the
great
last
season.
normal episode of the season. It has
It's so
been a
cool
good
we have a
season.
show with seasons.
The season epic
Just feels like
universe.
shows
On to
too.
opens.
season 4.
On to season 4. 4
Actually, well, not yet.
4 will bring more.
Yeah.
That's our saying for season 4. 3 was the bee's knees, and 4 will bring more.
And we'll
Family.
never say that again or remember it.
Remember.
By 5, we'll be lucky if we're alive.
That's
Ew.
funny.
I hope not.
Agree.
You mean the podcast?
Right.
Alive.
All right,
The
guys. This was
podcast.
fun.
All right. Bye bye.
Until next time.
Stay informed.